Hey, what's going on, guys? Kins here. Recently I got an email from one of my clients reporting that the number of scrape results produced by my scraper for Immobilien Scout real estate property site, which is a German-based real estate property site, is far less than the market size, as he claims. And I did actually fix the commercial rent scraper. So initially I did output only 894 properties, and after being fixed, it started to provide this result of 65,843, which is a reasonable number for Germany, according to my client. And but the rest of the scrapers doesn't really seem to produce that great amount of results. So and like I've been checking those scrapers really numerous times at this time in particular, and to be honest, I have no idea what else can be changed there. So like I just came up with an idea to create some sort of a web scraping benchmark to figure that out, what kind of number of scrape results actually should be there. So as far as we don't know the number of scrape results for all the cities available, and we're looking through the range of cities within Germany in these scrapers. So as far as we would be aware of how many results there should be, we would be able actually to say whether this sort of results looks like to be the truth, or there are some data leaks occurring. So let's consider this sort of link, which is commercial sale, I guess. I'm not sure, so let me just try to get back there. So make sure. Okay, let's close this stuff. We're looking for offices. This one, I'm not good in German, but and we want to buy, yeah, so sale in Berlin, yeah, 194 results only for Berlin, which is not really that much, but still. So now we need and also we would be having this like links for the range of cities that I have already been scraped, and that is fetched and that is fed to all of my scrapers, scraping Immobilien Scout. So the only thing I need here for this benchmark is actually to scrape this number of 194, this one. So if I just inspect the element, would I have this sort of a okay, why is this so slow? Okay, so span spec result list number of hits, and then we get this sort of a guy. So in this video I would write only single line of Python code. I would have been doing this in 2 steps, but eventually I would concatenate this 2 lines into one, and then I would be using this line in order to check all the scrapers, like commercial sale, residential sale, rent, and new houses sale and for rent, just to figure out what would be the appropriate number of results for the range of cities. So we would be scraping this this number of results from every link like this, would be generating this like links dynamically, and then we would be summarizing these numbers at the very end, and that would be the way to get the results. So if you're interested in either following or just sitting back and enjoying the show by watching this tutorial, buckle up and we begin. So the very first thing you consider, I just want to go to the folder containing all my scrapers for this project, and I'm going to Immobilien Scout, and I just want to have a look at this commercial sale, because we will be working with the sale properties. And here is the dynamic link generation. Next city, yeah, this one. So base URL plus city plus this, I can't read this, sorry. And this is the base URL, and also this is the list of our German cities we're crawling through, so it's 600 values there. Okay, so now I just want to open the terminal in the directory containing the German cities.csv file there, and just invoke the Scrapy Shell. Okay, and well, the very first thing to consider, I would like to open this German .csv file, and I want to read. Okay, I always misspell something in this name for some reason. I don't know why this is happening, but okay. Yeah, now this looks way better. So I want to split this guy by not this line, but by the new line instead. Okay, I want to get rid of the very last element that is unnecessary, so from 0 to slice the -1 element, and now I can use this list as a part of a list comprehension, so I can say for city in this list, and first I just want to print the city, each one from the new line. Okay, and now it's time to dynamically generate links, so I will grab the base URL, copy, and here I'll just paste the base URL, and also I would have grabbed this sort of a part which stands probably for offices, so if I'm not mistaken. So paste this in, try to run again, and yeah, so let's just try to grab the random one to make sure it's kind of valid link. It might not be though, because not all the cities have the properties available, yeah, like this one, but some another random one should have some, for sure should have some properties. Oh my god, you're kidding me, man, come on. The previous unsuccessful attempt to record this video did result me guessing the right link from the very first time. Okay, like this one. So yeah, those just didn't contain any properties. That's kind of it. So here we got this number of properties to scrape as well, so this sort of a number. Perfect. So from now on we can actually try to crawl through this sort of a guys, and also I want to create a variable. Let's call this total results, and this would be a list, and instead of printing this stuff I want to fetch there from the URL respectively, and also I want to enclose this fetch within the parentheses to work with the request and response simultaneously. So here I'm going to be working with my response object, and just for the debugging purposes, first I just want to crawl through, say, the first, I don't know, 5 elements. It would be 4 elements to be exact. Yeah, but still. So this like, and now here I can actually extract this sort of a data. So I'm just trying to pick up the selector one more time. So I'm looking for a span with this sort of a CSS of a class. So we're looking for a span tag with a class equals to this one, and we're trying to extract some text, and let's get one. So now it should have print. Okay, so yeah, we got these numbers. Not all of them would always contain this number. Well, some might contain 0, so let me just show you what I mean by saying this. So let's consider 10 elements here. So just not all of them containing this valid stuff. Well, maybe somewhere later. Oh, like in here, right? So we can go straight forward for just extracting the very splitting the string and then extracting the first element and converting this to integer. We would be doing this after the crawling is completed. So by now we would be just simply appending these strings as they are without doing anything to them to our total results. So let me just try to figure that out. So yeah, like here I can simply say total results dot append, and I just want to append this yeah, this like so no syntax error. Okay, and at the very end I would also like to provide, so we would be printing things, right? And here I'll use list comprehension to filter this total results. So total results. So I would say, let's say for word in total results, let's say word dot split and the first element. Now this should have given me an error of non-element doesn't have can be splitted basically. Well, it's not, it doesn't happen right over in here, but it's where it does happen in. So well, let me just say if word is not none, and I'm just wondering, maybe maybe I could have just filtered the list in order to avoid using this sort of a thing here. But still, well, you know, I guess probably the better way of doing this. So let me just run this, and then I would be I would simply append this line. So first, let's try to crawl through all available cities. So just sit back and enjoy the show now. And then, as far as it finishes the crawling, I would then filter the list using the list comprehension to handle all the possible exceptions. And the problem here is that if this was a normal regular Scrapy spider where we can write some valid Python code like try except statements and things like that, there wouldn't be any problems. But one line format doesn't allow you to use this try except statements, so that's the reason why we need to create some little tricks. But obviously I don't really want to spend that much time on creating the full-blown scraper for this benchmark, because one-liner is a perfect format to answer the simple question regarding the number of real estate properties available, total results. So how many there? So how many total results available actually? Okay, so I will just probably pause the video until the crawling is done, and then I'll get back to you. So we would be filtering the list and see the actual number of results, and then we would also try to run this on different categories. Yeah, so okay guys, so it seems like the crawling has been finished, and let's have a look at our total results list. Okay, we have some non-values here. Yeah, that's exactly what I've been talking about basically. Okay, so yeah, from now on let's do the list comprehension I've been talking about. So let's say for word in total results, or yeah, let's say for result in total results, and we want to say result dot split, and to get the first item. But this would result in error because non-type, you see like here, doesn't have the attribute of split that I've been mentioning already. So we can do this only if a result is not none, this like. Okay, perfect. And the next thing to consider, we need to distinguish these numbers from these non-numbers. So here I just want to include this stuff within the parentheses and say, so we want to convert this stuff to integer if result dot split and this 0 element and the very first element of each one. So the 0 element of this one would be 1, the 0 element of this one would be e. So if this 0 element dot is digit, so if this is digit will return true, this means it's that's a number, otherwise it's a non-number. So only if it returns true, and else we just say 0, because otherwise it means like there were no results. So we just we're not gonna be we would be returning the 0 for those that have this non-integer values there. So perfect. Now we get this array of the results for every single city out there. And the very last thing to consider, so I just want to print and one more parenthesis. So here I just want to know the summary. So I want to know the summary of all the elements within this sort of array, and this is 1560. And something that tells me that, you know, like here we got 105 and 66. So it's almost the same. You know, like the market is dynamic, so some new advertisements might have appeared, some old might have disappeared, but still this number really looks like the number of scrape results my scraper currently produces, which means that this sort of a number provided by the benchmark I've just created represents exactly the same number my scraper actually gets in return, which means that my scraper doesn't have, well, at least significant data leaks. So this means that it's not about the market size issue on the target side, but instead this sort of a site just doesn't really have more results. That's all the results it has, basically. That's kind of it. So well, at least this is true regarding this commercial sale. And also I need to perform this sort of a test for the rest of categories, which I would be doing now, and obviously I would be pausing the video during the data fetching process, because it takes quite a bit of time. And before that I just want to append this sort of a string. So just copy to the initial string that has been crawling through the range of cities right over in here. So just can see like paste, and perfect. So this is our string that should work. And from now on, so just in order to make it work, okay, it's also would be nice to store this somewhere. So I'll just try to create a new file there. So or maybe I can create this directly right here. So new file, let's call this benchmark.txt. So, and so here I say or even I can make this a Python file, basically, and I would I promise I share this sort of a file in public, so you can try this your own selves on your own. I just want to, yeah, probably it would be better to give it a by extension here, and here I just say like just paste the below hold on a sec, I'm just wondering would it be the better way of okay, below just paste one of the below lines into Scrapy Shell to run benchmark. Okay, so now we have commercial sale benchmark. Okay, and here is our line. Yeah, perfect. And also I would be printing the results already, so it gave me 105.60. Okay, And yeah, so what would be the next thing? So residential houses. Well, let's try residential houses for rent, and residential houses rent results is not yet known, but here okay, so residential houses rent, this is the base URL, copy, and where is that? Oh, hold on a sec, guys, it's not what I meant there, really. I need to use this one, copy, I'm sorry for this, I just pasted a bit wrong string there. Okay, only the last part of it. So again, residential houses, so let me just grab this base URL and put it right over in here. Okay, and the second part, oh, it does still have some parameters here. Oh, this is interesting. What kind of parameters? Oh, page number. Yeah, I can ignore that. Yeah, I can ignore that because yeah, it's just made for. Okay, so okay, this should work. So if I just try to kind of grab this guy and paste in and run, I really hope so. Yeah, it seems like it's scrolling. So is this scrolling something different? Okay, it seems like, yeah. Yeah, we got the results. Perfect. Well, okay, guys. So until just while it's scrolling, I will just pause the video recording for a while and check out my email. Probably one of my clients wrote me some update or something, and then I'll get back to you. So bear with me, guys. Well, it's a bit strange that I got the 0 results here. So I just want to check that out. If the total results. Whoa. Whoa. So man, there should be a different selector or something. Well, this is interesting. So well, okay. This is a bit surprising to me, but still okay. Let's just have, say, first 10 elements, and probably I need to specify some sort of a different selector there. So I'm really wondering, is this gonna be a different selector? Well, it's possible because on this side I have really different selectors within different categories for some reason, which is a little bit weird, but still that's true. Yeah. It's way different. It's way different. So span, font normal, result list count. Well, I will use this one. Copy and paste. And it's not a class, but it's instead called, the attribute is called data is way for QA. So so we need to alter this as well, and this is the span tag still. Okay, 15. Well, let me try this. So just scroll through the first 10 elements. Yeah, 256. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, from now on I hope I can really go through all the elements, and yeah, I should wait from 5 to 10 minutes more again, but nothing to be done here. Okay guys, get back to you soon. Well, okay guys, so this already seems like a reasonable result. So 300s and 3,422 for residential houses rent or sale. What was it? Residential houses rent. Okay. And oh, sorry, this is from another client. Okay. So okay, so residential houses rent seems to be working wrong, which is on my side obviously. Okay, so I will take a look. Okay, this is interesting really. So yeah, I just want to grab this line because it's different compared to the previous one. Copy and paste, save, and also let me try to grab this results. So okay, perfect. So the next thing to consider, let's try residential houses sale, and okay, and residential houses sale. I'm not sure if this part is going to be different. Well, I guess not. Yeah, this house would be changed for house Kaufman, I think. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, I just want to check if the selector's gonna be working correctly here. So let's have the first 10 results to make sure that the number of scrape data. Oh my god, what a... Oh, I did forget to replace... okay. So here I need to replace dot with nothing. Yeah. Also, I also need to append that just for safety to all the other lines. Oh my god, so many results from even the first elements here. Wow. Yeah, it seems like I'm starting revealing some bugs within my own code, which is, I don't know, which is probably as good. Okay, so yeah. So I just want to make this replace. I need to copy just to paste this to all the rest of Scrapers. But hold on a sec. So yeah, it's here where I just try to convert this to integer, right? Okay. And I guess here, right? Yeah, just to make sure. Save. Just to make sure that I didn't break anything along the way during copy paste and this replacing of dots with nothing, to be able to convert data to integers. Yeah, it seems like it's fine. So from now on we can run this on the entire amount of cities. And you know, like guys, I'm not really that sure, but you know, like I already got an idea why the data leaks might have occurred within this residential houses. Here you see, like, I'm using this page number equals to 1. You don't see this explicitly, but trust me. So I'm just wondering if I try to grab whatever copy element here, if I just try to paste this in, see. So how was I doing this? I didn't append the slash at the very end, right? And I did this like page equals to 1. This is what I did. Well, you know, like, this is a bit strange because yeah, the page seems to be literally the same. Or is it? Well, at least the number of results, 11, didn't really change. Is it gonna give an error on page 2? No, it doesn't. But there is no page 2, right? Okay, hold on, I'm just wondering if just trying this Berlin again. So there has to be more than one page. Wow, you're kidding me, man. Something has gone horribly wrong there. Okay. Try to grab this precisely. There should be some new houses in Berlin. Yeah, obviously. And here should be some pagination available as well. So I just want to check that out first. Okay. Lots of pages should be here. Oh. Or hold on a sec. So I'm just wondering, 44 pages. Yeah, this is what I should. This is what I should check there out. Okay. Okay, and so if I say like, and page equals to 2, it is gonna navigate to the next page. Oh, really? So maybe it's not called page number. Okay. Yeah. So this is a significant difference. So page number. Yeah. You kidding me, man? This is really interesting. So hold on a sec. I'm just wondering. Okay, it seems like a huge bug has been just revealed. So I just want to go to the next page. Probably the string query parameter would be different or something. I already kind of failed that. Okay, so let's try manually change the page to page number 2. Oh, we didn't, yeah, obviously. So, yeah, just not the and sign, but the question mark for the beginning of string clear parameters. Okay, and if we just have this page number 1, this doesn't really should give a different results though. So what I mean by saying this is my scraper actually initially it crawls through this like lengths, so it already specifies the page number, even though it's not obvious, but still. But it doesn't really affect the number of total results presented here. Well, that's the web scraping job, so I wouldn't need to figure that out. So let's have a look if our scraper is still working. Yeah, it is. Okay guys, so I'll get back to you when it stops basically. Oh my god, it has 66,288 results. Yeah, something is going definitely wrong in my scrapers regarding residential houses sale. And yeah, rent is not that much, but for sale, yeah, this is a bit weird, so I would need to check that out as well. So I'm just wondering, yeah, also even the rent houses is a bit, houses rent is too low. Yeah, this is a bit bigger, but well, okay, so nevertheless I still need to change. So oh, he didn't even yet have this residential sale been finished. Well, let's check this residential sale and rent. Okay, so copy, paste, residential. Let's start from the rent. So we don't have any results yet. Okay, and yeah, I'm appending this page number here as well. Well, okay, but I think even this, like, it won't really be that much difference. Well, anyway, so save. So residential rent. Okay, let's have a look. And again, so first start with the first 10 elements to make sure the selector is working correctly. And then we'll see later on what happens. Okay, so can run this as well. Okay guys, get back to you soon. Okay, so the good news that there are really lots of properties available, the bad news that my web scrapers suck. Okay, so let's move on basically. So here's the result for the commercial rent, and the very last thing to consider would be to figure out the number of results for commercial sale, and starting from that time I would be able already to try to fix the scrapers, but I have no idea what's going wrong there, to be honest. Okay, so nevertheless, residential sale, and scrap the base URLs, which is probably still the same. Yeah, and this part here. Okay. Copy and paste. Okay, so first test results to make sure that the selectors are working properly. Yeah, guys, like, yeah, oh my god, I guess it would be really lots of results here. Yeah, like, these are the exact routine days of the expert who's doing web scraping professionally. So it's all about the debugging, and debugging is unfortunately it's free. So I got paid for these scrapers, I don't know, for about a couple months ago. So it's incredibly difficult to do this, to make yourself doing this when you know that you're not gonna have any reward for this, and this debugging really takes kind of more time compared to the time spent to the initial implementation of this sort of scrapers. But that's probably the downsides of this sort of stuff. But at the same time, at the time when the debugging is ended and when everything starts working perfectly well, that's really pleasant, and when the client is satisfied, that's really awesome. So at least from now on, well, regarding this particular scraper, I would be able to know more or less exact number of how many results should have appeared there. Because before making this benchmark test, I had no idea really of the market size really, so I had no idea how many proper real estate properties should be available there on the market. I didn't know this at all, so from now on I would be able to at least have some sort of a guideline helping me to realize how disastrous the data leaks provided by my achieved by my scrapers are, how disastrous they are, basically. Yeah. Well, okay, guys, I believe that the number of data that would have been scraped within this residential sale doesn't really already kind of make that big sense for this video at least, but definitely I will now send this benchmark to my client with the good and bad news. The good news that there are really lots of data available from, well, somewhere, and the bad news would be that still there are lots of bugs within my scrapers, basically. Well, so I need to get back to work, and probably I would even record another video just right now on how I'm supposed to be debugging this. Maybe I won't, I don't know yet, so we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've learned something interesting out of this tutorial. So this is it from my side. Until the next time, and take care.